Hi, Mo here. Welcome to my Pisces Suns. You're on my channel here on YouTube, Mo Moon. I have a 7-card tarot spread for you today. It's called Mystic 7 Tarot Spread. There are 7 cards in this tarot spread for you, Pisces, and they each represent a different thing. So your first card represents your current situation. The second card represents obstacles. The third card represents your aspiration. The fourth card represents what needs to be awakened. The fifth card represents what lies behind you. The sixth card represents the next stage. And the seventh card will represent for you, Pisces, what will be. So I've already shuffled my cards, cleansed them and shuffled them, and I'm going to lay them out in front of me. I'm going to turn them over one by one and read them one by one, and when I'm done, I'll take the camera and I'll show you what the spread looks like so you can screenshot it for yourself if you want to look back to it. So let's just put the cards down for you, Pisces. So your first card represents your current situation for Pisces. The current situation for Pisces. The second card represents Pisces obstacles. The third card represents your aspirations. So what are Pisces aspirations? The fourth card for you, Pisces, represents what needs to be awakened. The fifth card for you represents what lies behind you. The sixth card for you, Pisces, represents the next stage for you. And the seventh and last card for you, Pisces, will represent what will be. So let's go ahead and start looking at your current situation, my Pisces. Oh, okay. Well, your current situation is one of the 5 of Cups. Your current situation is one of thinking about a loss. You're currently thinking about something that you feel like it was a loss on your part. And even though not all was lost, whatever was lost is something that is causing you to have a sense of sadness and a sense of mourning, a sense of grieving over what was lost. But with the 5 of Cups, there are 3 cups that have spilled over, incurring a loss. But there are also the 2 cups back here that are still standing that haven't spilled over. So it's almost like a partial loss. Like this loss is something that, yes, there was a loss. There was something that feels like an ending. But at the same time, there is something from your past that is still in your current reality that is still working just fine. The next card we have for you, my Pisces, is obstacles. Card number 2, obstacles. Let's turn that over. So have the Ace of Swords for your obstacle. So the Ace of Swords is card number 1. And when I'm saying that, I'm thinking about the fact that you need to put yourself first. I really am getting the message that the Ace of Swords for your obstacle represents the fact that you're having a hard time making yourself your priority. You're being handed the opportunity to really give yourself self-care, to really work on your mindset. And it's like an obstacle for you because I think you may have a little bit of a hard time with the Ace of Swords because it's not really a suit that represents what your element is. So for you, Pisces, with the cups and the loss, the 5 of Cups with your current situation, it's easy for you to identify with the suit of cups because the cups are symbolic of the element of water. And Pisces, you are water signs. So when you're being handed the Ace of Swords, it's almost feeling a little bit foreign for you to use this sword of your mind and to put yourself first in your mind and to make yourself the king of your mind and to really travel on the path of putting yourself first and giving yourself the care that you need before paying attention to others. So I really see that with the Ace of Swords, with your obstacle. It's really about the fact that you're having a hard time making yourself the king or the queen of your own life, because you see there is a crown here. Within the sword, there is a crown. And it's also something of piercing the mind, because the crown symbolizes the head and the sword is piercing the crown, like as if it was piercing the head. So it could be something that it causes you pain in your crown area where your head is, to think about giving yourself self-care. You almost feel like if you did that, it would be the wrong thing to do. But you're really being handed this opportunity from divine, because as you see, there's a cloud representing spirit or divine or the goddess or whoever you identify with as your source of outer strength. And the outer strength is handing the sword to you with the Ace of Swords and telling you, put yourself first. But that's an obstacle for you right now. So my Pisces, the next card we have for you is card number 3, and it's your aspirations. What do you aspire to? So you have the Six of Pentacles, which really is a card of giving what you can and being fair. It's the Six of Pentacles. Giving what you can and being fair, but also allowing people to be in a position where they don't have to beg for something that they deserve from you. Because this person is who's giving some coins to this person is giving coins to this person here, but this person's also holding a scale to say, you know, what is the fair amount that I can give, or what does my budget say I can give to these people? And it's kind of about justice, but it's also kind of about giving what you can with also keeping yourself in mind. And also, how do you make people feel when you when they want something from you? Do you make them grovel, or do you make them feel good about themselves and feel like they are receiving because their karma is coming back to them? So it's really a card of giving and taking. It's also about taking into account what you can give. It's also about taking into account what you aspire to give. So this is your aspirations. So for you and your aspirations, Pisces, I really see that you want to give back to the community. You want to give back to people who have helped you to become who you are today. For your aspirations, the Six of Pentacles. So the next card for my Pisces is the 4th card. What needs to be awakened? Wow, so beautiful. So we have the Empress, the 3rd card in the major arcana for what needs to be awakened for the Pisces. What needs to be awakened? And I really feel like what needs to be awakened works hand in hand with what your obstacles are. Sorry, this is glaring. So your obstacle was the Ace of Swords. Your obstacle was the Ace of Swords, and what needs to be awakened for you is the Empress. So I really feel like these two go hand in hand, because your obstacle is what you need to overcome in order to awaken this within you, the Empress within you. So if you can see the Ace of Swords not so much as an obstacle, though, the idea of putting yourself first and creating a space for yourself in your own mind where you do think about yourself first before you start thinking about others, really creating that safe space for you in your own mind before you go ahead and create safe spaces for other people. What needs to be awakened is the Empress, which is a very much of a creating safe space for people card. And you see, if you can overcome your obstacle of not wanting to put yourself first with the Ace of Swords, really using your mind to take care of yourself, self-care. If you can overcome that obstacle, then what needs to be awakened is the Empress. The Empress is like a motherly card. It's one of nourishment, nurturing. It's love, Venus here. Love and abundance and a ruler who has beauty all around her, because she is herself is beautiful, and what she creates within herself is reflected in her surroundings. You see there's a river flowing down from between the trees, almost like a waterfall. That sense of life. There is the element of water here, the element of earth, the element of fire, and the element of air. And all that together, she's even got grains of wheat growing down here. There's a lot of abundance. And this card represents for you, Pisces suns, what needs to be awakened within you. And it's that Empress. And the obstacle is the Ace of Swords. If you can imagine that if you put yourself first, you will be able to be like this Empress. You will be able to be pregnant with abundance. Pregnant with abundance for what life has to offer you. And you, in turn, will be able to give to others through this Empress symbol, the symbol of the Empress. The third card in the major arcana, a lot of strength, because it's a major arcana card. It's an energy. It's the energy of abundance, the energy of nurturing, the energy of life, the energy of giving, the energy of caring. So the energy around you is what needs to be awakened, is this Empress energy. And the only thing that is stopping you is the obstacle, is the Ace of Swords, really putting yourself first in your own mind to create the Empress that needs to be awakened within you, Pisces. This can go for guys too. It doesn't have to be only for girls. It's just a symbol. The Empress is a symbol of whoever you are as a Pisces sun. The next card we have is the fifth card, and it's the card of what lies behind you. So for what lies behind you, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Looking back at what you've done with your life, what you've created, what you've been successful at, and saving a little bit for yourself and saving the rest for others. So for what lies behind you, this card is really telling me that you're not a selfish person. And that's very obvious, because for you, the obstacle is the Ace of Swords, putting yourself first in your own mind. You can take care of yourself physically, and that's what he's doing. He's putting this little object here for himself in between his 2 feet. That belongs to him. This belongs to whoever needs it. Creating abundance for other people is what lies behind you. So you have been somebody who has been giving, like a humanitarian. You've been giving to others, and out of what you've been giving to others, you've given them so much, and you've gotten back. But in comparison to what you've given and what you've gotten back, there is no comparison, because you've gotten back 1. And all the people that you helped have got 6. So it's the ratio is 1 to 6. 1 for you, 6 for everyone else. And so you have been living all your life with what lies behind you being this card. You have been giving an abundance to everyone around you. And so you can take pleasure in knowing that Divine knows that what lies behind you is that sense of compassion, that sense of generosity, that sense of care and concern for others. The next card we have for you, Pisces, is the card number 6 in the spread, which represents your next stage. Interesting. So we have shadow work for you in the next stage, because you got the Devil card, card number 15 in the major arcana. So this is the next stage for you. I really feel like with the Ace of Swords, it's not going to be easy, and that's why it's an obstacle for you, the Ace of Swords, because if you put yourself first in your own mind, in order to do that, you need to confront the darkness within you, right? You need to confront those things that you're not proud of. Those times when you feel like you were selfish, or when you feel like you treated someone wrongly. The next stage is really going to be about doing the shadow work. And when I say doing the shadow work, Pisces, I mean allowing the light to shine, the light of understanding to shine into the darkest parts of yourself, and give yourself the understanding of understanding why you did the things that you did that you think were not kind or not fair or not generous or not right or wrong, even those things that you think that you did that were wrong. You have to shine the light of understanding into your life to give yourself understanding in those areas that you feel horrible and guilty about, the reasons why you don't want to put yourself first in your own mind and take care of yourself and your mental health first before trying to give to others. The last card we have for you, my Pisces Suns, is What Will Be, and it's card number 7 in the spread. So we have the Knight of Pentacles for What Will Be. So the Knight of Pentacles is meticulous action, but the Knight of Pentacles is air of earth. So it's really about creating the opportunities within your mind to ground yourself. The Knight of Pentacles works meticulously. He calculates his every step to make sure, or she does, it's just a archetype. He or she, who is represented as the Knight of Pentacles for Pisces Suns, for What Will Be, he or she, whoever you are who is watching this, in order to get to where you need to go, you are like the Knight of Pentacles. What will be is that you will be like this Knight of Pentacles in the sense that you will plan your steps one by one to make sure that you get to where you need to go, and you will plan your steps one by one in order to assure you will be successful. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly, but he still moves. How do you know the air exists even though you can't see it? You see the action of the air as it takes action on what is around it. You see the leaves of the trees moving with the wind. You don't see the wind, just like you don't see the mind, but you see the effects of the winds, just like you see the effect of the mind. So with the Ace of Swords being your obstacle, and with the Knight of Pentacles being What Will Be, you really are using the power of your mind to create this Knight of Pentacles environment for yourself in What Will Be, and allowing yourself to achieve like you always have achieved and continue to be the person that you have been and that you always will be, but in a more grandiose version of yourself, because you are going to be awakening the Empress within you, and you will be able to nurture the people that you love even more, but more importantly, overcoming the obstacle of putting yourself first in your own mind and giving yourself first what you need before you go ahead and calculate what you can give to others. So calculate what you have for yourself before you start deciding to give to others. Okay, Pisces? So let me just show you what this spread looks like. This was the spread for you Pisces Suns laid out before me. I'll just go in and tell you what cards symbolized. So card number 1 was your current situation. We had the 5 of Cups. Card number 2 was your obstacles. You had the Ace of Swords. Card number 3 was your aspirations. You had the 6 of Pentacles. Card number 4 was what needs to be awakened. For what needs to be awakened, card number 4, you had the Empress. Card number 5 was what lies behind you. You had the 7 of Pentacles for what lies behind you. Card number 6 was the next stage. For you, the next stage was the Devil. Card number 7 was What Will Be. And the Knight of Pentacles is your card for What Will Be. So you can screenshot this if you want and look over it if you need to. As I said, this is the 5 of Cups down in the middle there for your current situation, and for your obstacles, you had the Ace of Swords. So I hope, my little Pisces Suns, that you enjoyed this reading for you. Please remember to like this video if you did. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you like what you see. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload a new zodiac reading video or pick a card video. Thank you for those of you who have already subscribed to this channel and who are supporting me. I'm trying to grow my channel and I really appreciate your support. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.